Every year, parents obsess over the right toys, the right classes, the right flashcards, all in the hope of giving their child some kind of edge. But there's a 2-second habit, one you're probably already doing without realizing its power, that researchers say shapes your baby's brain more than almost anything money can buy. It costs nothing, it takes no training, and most parents have no idea it's happening every single time it does. It's simply this: your baby looking into your eyes and you looking back. Researchers at institutions like Harvard's Center on the Developing Child have spent years studying what actually builds a healthy, well-wired brain in the first years of life. And again, one of the quietest, most overlooked answers keeps showing up. Not screen time, not stimulation gadgets, not even how much you talk to your baby. It's whether your eyes meet theirs and what happens in that shared gaze. Think about the last time your baby locked eyes with you, maybe during a feeding, maybe from across the room. In that moment, something is happening that no toy on the shelf can replicate. Your baby's brain is reading your face like a map, searching for safety, for connection, for proof that they are seen. And when you meet that gaze and hold it, even for a few seconds, you're not just having a sweet moment. You are actively wiring the parts of their brain responsible for emotional regulation, attachment, and even future social skills. This is what scientists call mutual gaze, and it turns out to be one of the earliest and most powerful forms of communication your baby will ever experience, long before they can speak a single word. Picture a mother feeding her 3-week-old son in the quiet of early morning. The house is still, no sound but the soft rhythm of feeding. And then, almost by accident, the baby's eyes drift upward and find hers. She doesn't look away, she doesn't check her phone, she simply looks back, and for a few long seconds, the two of them are locked in something ancient and wordless. To an outside observer, nothing happened, but inside that baby's brain, everything happened. Researchers studying early attachment, including work associated with developmental psychologists at institutions like the University of Cambridge and University College London, have found that these moments of mutual eye contact activate the same neural reward pathways that light up during other deeply pleasurable experiences. When a caregiver holds a baby's gaze warmly, the baby's brain releases a cascade of feel-good chemistry, the same systems tied to bonding, trust, and safety. Over time, repeated across hundreds and thousands of these tiny moments, this shared gaze becomes one of the basic building blocks of secure attachment. And here's the part every parent needs to hear. This isn't about being a perfect parent who never looks away. It isn't about staged, dramatic eye contact sessions. Researchers have found that what matters is the pattern over time, not any single moment. A tired parent glancing at their phone during a feed isn't damaging their child, but a caregiver who regularly, warmly meets their baby's eyes across the day, during feeding, during play, during a diaper change, is quietly giving their child something that shapes the emotional architecture of their brain for life. What's remarkable is that this advantage has nothing to do with income, education, or access to expensive resources. A parent in a one-room apartment and a parent in a mansion have exactly the same tool available to them: their own eyes and a few seconds of undivided attention. In the 1970s, a researcher named Dr. Edward Tronick ran an experiment that would go on to become one of the most famous demonstrations in child psychology, and it captures exactly why eye contact means so much more to a baby than we realize. A mother sits across from her baby, engaging normally, smiling, talking, meeting her baby's eyes with warmth. The baby is delighted, reaching out, cooing back. Then, on cue, the mother's face goes still. She keeps her eyes open, keeps looking at her baby, but her expression goes completely blank. No smile, no response, just a flat, unreadable stare. Within seconds, the baby notices something is wrong. Not because the mother left the room, she's right there. It is the eye contact itself that has changed, warm and responsive one moment, empty the next. the baby tries everything to get her back: bigger smiles, reaching hands, louder sounds. When none of it works, the baby's whole body begins to change. Their face crumples, their shoulders tense. In some versions of this experiment, babies look away entirely, as if the disconnection has become too much to bear. Then the mother's face softens again, her eyes warm, she smiles and responds like before, and almost instantly the baby relaxes. Their whole nervous system seems to exhale. This experiment isn't about blaming mothers or suggesting that a distracted glance will harm a child. Every parent looks away sometimes. That is normal and human. What this experiment reveals is something deeper: how profoundly wired babies are to read connection through the eyes, and how quickly their nervous system responds when that connection is present or missing. Your baby isn't just looking at your face out of curiosity. They're searching your eyes for the answer to one of the most important questions of their early life: am I safe, and am I not alone? So if eye contact is this powerful, what does that actually look like in your ordinary, busy day? That's exactly what I want to walk you through next. Here's the good news: you don't need extra time in your day. You already have dozens of natural moments where this can happen. It just takes knowing where to look. First, feeding time. Whether it's a bottle or breastfeeding, your baby's eyes are often free and searching. Instead of scrolling on your phone, let your eyes meet theirs for 10 or 20 seconds. That small window is doing more for their developing brain than almost anything else that could fill it. Second, diaper changes and dressing. These moments are usually rushed, but your baby is flat on their back, looking straight up at you. Use those 30 seconds. Smile, meet their eyes, say something warm. You are turning a chore into a connection. Third, the after cry moment. Right after your baby has been upset and is calming down in your arms, their eyes will often search for yours. This is one of the most powerful windows of all, because you are teaching their nervous system that after distress comes safety, and that safety is found by looking at you. No app can do this. No screen, no matter how colorful or interactive, can look back at your baby with real warmth and real recognition. No flashcard has ever calmed a nervous system simply by holding its gaze. This is something only you can give, and it costs nothing but a few seconds of attention you already have. If you're watching this, you are already the kind of parent who is paying attention to the things that actually matter, even the invisible ones. That alone says something good about the parent you are becoming. If this changed the way you'll look at your baby today, consider subscribing. We share science-backed insights like this every week, the quiet, everyday moments that are shaping your child's brain in ways most parents never hear about. A quick like helps more parents find this too. Until next time, look into their eyes. That's where the connection begins.